This is the introduction to Unit 6. So our problem is this. We have a gal that's got 2 jobs. She likes the job working at the hospital, but it pays only $10.25 an hour. That's the BC minimum wage. She could work for her mom, who's willing to pay her $4 more, or $14.25. The most she can work in 1 week is 15 hours, and in those 15 hours she would like to be able to earn at least $160. I'm starting to look at all possible hours that add up to a total of 15 or less hours, because she can only work at most 15 hours due to, I'm guessing, homework commitments. So what I'm doing right here is graphing all the numbers that add up to 15 or less. I'm starting a table of values now. At the top I have $160, which is her goal and the minimum that she would like to make. I have the x-coordinate as the hospital hours, and the y-coordinate represents the hours that she works at housekeeping. So I'm going to start with 0 hours at the hospital. If we take the $160 that she would like to earn and divide by $14.25, we'll get the hours that she needs to work to earn the $160. She needs to work a minimum of 12 hours at the hospital, but then she could also work 12, 13, 14, or 15 hours. I'm graphing the points now. I'm going to repeat this process for 1 hour. At 1 hour at $10.25, then she still needs to make $149.75. At $149.75 divided by $14.25 an hour that she gets with her mom, she needs to work at least 11 hours. I'm graphing the points now. So when I complete the table, we can have 1 hour at the hospital, or 11 hours with her mom, or 12 hours with her mom, or 13 or 14 hours. 15 hours is not allowed. I'm also going to check if 1 hour at the hospital and 10 hours with her mom will work. And here's the calculation, and it turns out in this case it's 155, and it does not work. For a few minutes I'm just going to remain quiet, and you can watch me complete the rest of the table for the hours at the hospital for up to 7 hours. Here I get an unusual result, and I have that for 2 hours she needs to work minimum 10 hours with her mom, or she could work 3 hours at the hospital and still also have to work 10 hours with her mom. So I'm just checking to see why that's happening, and it turns out that it's correct. But I'm curious now, would 3 hours at the hospital and 9 hours with her mom work? And it doesn't. It falls short of the $160. In the next minute, I'll be finishing off the table till 7 hours for the hospital. Stop at any time for the screens to have a look at the calculations if you need to. I'm going to try to complete the table working from the other direction. What would be the number of hours that she could work at the hospital to earn $160? So I've divided it, and you can see that she would need to work over 15 hours, but that's not possible. Here I'm checking to see what 14 hours at the hospital and 1 hour with her mom comes out to. So it looks like I'm going to have to check 13 hours at the hospital and 2 hours with her mom. And it turns out that that will work fine. So I'm going to graph that value. Looking at the pattern, I'm pretty sure I can include these points. However, I'm not quite sure what to do about these ones. As I fill out the table, I notice that for numbers from 13 hours down to 10 hours, I only have one other possible value for the working with her mom. Whereas when I start with 9 hours or 8 hours, I end up with 2 possible hours that she could work with her mom and still make her $160. There you have it. I've completed all possible points in the solution set for our problem. But is there a shorter way? And there is. I'll show you a few others. In this case, I took about 25 minutes to complete this.